All right, so we hear you've started this new club called the Clipper Football Club, and just tell us a little bit about what that's about.
Yeah, we have a new nonprofit organization, a 501c3, where it's a tax-exempt type of situation where if you guys give to our program, we can you can write that off during the tax time. But it's called the Clipper Football Club. We have a board of directors, we have a president, vice president, we have the entire thing in place. And what these guys are doing is just going to do outside activities to help bring in money to the program to buy the necessary things that we have to have a first-class program. They're going to help with our towers this year, our fire towers that we have, and the smoke. They're going to help pay for that stuff. Stuff that the school probably shouldn't have to pay for. But yet it's fun and adds to the program. This is the kind of things that they're going to continue to provide, and I'm really excited to get this off and running. We do have a Venmo account, and we do have a lot of things heading in a good direction, and I'm really excited to get our program running and have the ability to have a great relationship with these guys.
All right, so let's hear straight from the members themselves. Hello, today we're here with Ryan Key, and just tell us a little bit about the CCA Football Club. I hear you're a board member.
Yeah, so I'm one of 10 board members that we recently set up this club at basically the beginning of September. So just pretty recent, actually.
Mm-hmm. What is this club all about, and what are your guys' goals with this club?
So what the club is all about, we started this nonprofit, so we are a nonprofit 501c3 club, so that does help us with donations and things. So we're trying to gather money basically to fill the gaps for the football team. So the school and the Booster Club does a great job of supporting all athletes in all sports. We're here really to just fill the gaps of what we can do to get them that little extra stuff, maybe some experiences out there that they're wanting, and Coach Pedersen has ideas about equipment or just anything like that. And our main focus right now and our first goal is to get them a travel trailer, so for the away football games they have something to put all the equipment in that looks nice, travels nice down the road, and keeps them organized.
Mm-hmm. Who started this club?
So who started it? I don't really know exactly who started it. I think it kind of came about in the beginning of August when Coach Pedersen started putting out his newsletters. We kind of saw a recurring theme in there where he was asking for things, asking for some help, and some of those same things kept on coming out on every newsletter. So I kind of reached out to Coach Pedersen and said, hey, what would you think if I got a group of guys together? Maybe we can talk about the things that you're wanting, and maybe I think we can help. We know people in the community that can knock off some of your lists here and help you out. So that's kind of how it got started. And then started having conversations, started having meetings, and Coach Pedersen kind of said, at Mount Vernon, we had the Mount Vernon Football Club. So it was a nonprofit that got started and worked really well for them. So we kind of started going down that path and decided that it was a good idea and something that we should get started here for CCA as well. So there's when we started this. Like I said, at the beginning of September, I believe, we got the paperwork in and got our official status of a 501c3. Had a bank account, set up the Venmo and things like that. All those things happened pretty quickly. And I think we just basically got the bank account and the Venmo set up somewhere around the end of September, 1st of October. So,
okay.
So got that going.
Yeah, so I know you mentioned the travel trailer, but what are some of the other things that the funds would be going towards?
So one of the first things we did, if you guys see the fire towers at the entrance of the football game that the players run out, that was one of the first things we did, was to get those. And then the travel trailer obviously is our next goal. But anything other than that, it's just like I said, the gaps. So what are they missing? What are they wanting? What are they needing? What's Coach Pedersen's ideas for the future and things that he wants, whether it's equipment, helmets, pads, anything like that we can provide for him.
Mm-hmm. So I know Coach Pedersen's role in this. He's kind of like your goal-oriented guy, and like
yeah.
But what is your role specifically, and all the other board members?
Yeah. So Jay Robinson's the president of the club. Jason Hillsman's vice president. Brad Curtin's the treasurer for the club, and Ryan Hoy's the secretary. And then you have myself. They're just regular board members. Myself, Jeremy Hoyt, Jesse Campbell, Justin Smith, Matt Schmitz, and Nick Howell. So that's what makes up the entire board. There's 10 of us. And basically our job, first of all, is to stand this thing up and get it going. And then get it to the point where we can start raising money and start taking in donations and make sure we're building this for the future. You know, Coach Pedersen wants this club to last the test of time, right? We want this here now, and we want it here for future Clippers, and we want to make sure that as long as CCA is playing football, that this club is available to them and helping them fill the gaps for years to come.
So for any of our viewers that are interested in donating, how can they get involved? Is there a Facebook group or?
So we don't have a Facebook group. We don't on social media yet. There's things that we're looking into. So we hopefully maybe soon we'll have a Facebook or an X account or something like that. However, right now we do have Venmo, and you can search in Venmo for us on Pedersen's weekly newsletters he puts out. He has put our PR code on the newsletter, so you can scan that if you get that newsletter, or you can search for us at Clipper FB Club on Venmo, and I think you can find us there to be able to make those donations as well. So,
alrighty,
one way. And then shout out to some of our sponsors and stuff that we've already gathered with Elite Carpentry, Auto Toys, Precision Drywall, and Robinson Real Estate, and the Hillsman family. That's been our first big sponsors. And then also want to do a little shout out to Jared Miller and his family, as they were our first Venmo donation, and only so far Venmo donation that we've had. So we want to give him a quick shout out. But we also will, you know, if you want to ask us questions and stuff, we will be set up at the next home game. We have a table right back here by the stands. So stop by, ask questions. We have a flyer that we're giving out that kind of shows a rendering of the trailer that we want to get for the club. So stop by, ask us questions, anything. If you have ideas for fundraisers and stuff like that, we're just trying to get the word out that this club exists, and spread the word that way. And our main goal is to make sure that, at the end of the day, if you want to know if this club's successful or not, we want to make sure that Friday Night Lights is an event that everybody in the community wants to come to. From the beginning, we want to entertain you, right? We want this football team to entertain you, so everybody in the community wants to be here on Friday Night Lights. From the beginning, when we're running through that fire and smoke and loud music and whatever else we come up with, right? We want the whole community to know when our guys hit that field, and then carry that through to halftime and let our great marching band entertain you through that. And then through the fourth quarter, we want to make sure we're keeping everybody in those seats because the product on the field is so great. And then everybody wants to stay and be part of the experience of ringing that bell at the end. Something I would like to do is get a traveling bell and put that traveling bell in our new trailer and take it to away football games, so we can ring that bell everywhere we go. And then ultimately, we're ringing that bell in the dome. So
yeah, I like that idea.
That's the ultimate goal. And I guess if you are wondering, how we're going to say if this club was a success, and that's it, right? If we're ringing that bell in the dome, then we know we filled the gaps that needed to be filled, and it was a success.
Right, it's all about supporting the boys.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely.
Well, thank you for all this information. Hopefully we will get some more Venmo donators now that we have the word out.
Yeah.
Stop by the table at football games, and you guys will be around next year, you said.
Yes,
too?
this is for years to come. Like, our goal is to raise between $10,000 and $20,000 a year every single year for this club, and keep it going forever. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you very much.